Hi, it's Panda Movies here. Today, I'm going to explain the horror movie called Till Death. Warning, there are spoilers ahead. Enjoy the video. The movie begins with Emma, a married woman with a dysfunctional marriage with her husband Mark, a criminal defense lawyer, telling Tom, a partner at Mark's law firm and Mark's coworker and the man she is seeing, about their relationship ending. As a result of Mark's growing coldness and violence toward Emma, their marriage has fallen apart. She and Mark later went on a date to celebrate their anniversary at a restaurant. Emma then receives a necklace as a surprise from Mark during their dinner. Emma also surprised him with Super Bowl tickets, but he didn't show an ounce of appreciation. After dinner, Mark let her put on a blindfold and drove her to a place he refused to tell her about. Emma then grew impatient and took off the blindfold, and she was touched when she saw that he was taking her to the remote lake house where they used to go when they first started dating. She then went inside the house and saw roses and candles all over the house and their pictures hung in a room. When she got to the bedroom, he apologized to Emma for being a bad husband towards her and for what he had done in the past before making love to her. The next morning, Emma woke up to find Mark handcuffed to her before shooting himself in the head and killing himself. Emma then noticed that he had destroyed the phone when she went to call for help. She then tried shooting the handcuffs, but there were no bullets left. She then dragged her husband's body to the closet and saw her wedding gown, and behind it was a safe. She then fell off the stairs after dragging his dead body. She then saw that her phone was submerged in water and no longer worked, and she had taken away all of the sharp objects in the house. She walked barefoot in the snow to the garage, and by the time she got to the garage, she had located the SUV keys in the trash. The radio plays a mocking message from Mark that reveals he was aware of her affair as soon as she starts the car. The SUV then stops working because all of the gas has been sucked out. She went into the bathroom to attempt taking the necklace off, but she couldn't. She then went down to the basement to find something to free herself from being handcuffed and discovered that all the sharp objects had been thrown away. She then struggled to pull his body up the stairs, screaming at his dead body in the process. She then went to the room full of their pictures, but it was all changed to include her and Tom's pictures. She then played the record player, and the recording of her being questioned after she was attacked in the past played, making her throw a fit. Tom then shows up at the lake house several hours later. He explains that he was called to the location by messages from Emma's phone and that Mark was in danger of losing his legal license because he had been caught preparing evidence for his clients. Emma then showed him Mark's dead body and explained everything. Emma then insisted on calling the police, but Tom was worried that they might not believe her. Emma then made Tom realize that the texts were all part of Mark's plan. Tom then spotted a truck going towards the cabin and made Emma go inside. Jimmy, the man, exits the truck and claims to be there to fix the plumbing, and even after Tom tries to convince him to leave, he won't. Tom then lied that Mark was away to encourage him to leave. Then Bobby, Jimmy's brother, exits the vehicle and stabs Tom to death. Bobby, who had recently been released from prison after serving 10 years, was revealed to be a stalker who had previously attacked Emma. Emma managed to make it to the boat shed after managing to avoid the men, but Jimmy found the trail of blood and followed it. She quickly freed herself from Mark's corpse with an anchor and fled. Jimmy then found Mark's body, called Bobby, and led him to the shed. Emma then overheard them and discovered that Mark hired them to kill Emma and that they now have to locate the diamonds Mark had promised them. Bobby believes that the diamonds are in the bedroom safe, which needs Mark's fingerprints and a code that Emma is familiar with. While the men searched the house and figured out a way to crack the safe open, Emma discovered a fuel can on the boat and dragged it to the garage to refuel the SUV. But when she was in the middle of the refueling process, Bobby came in and slashed the tires after he noticed that Emma might be in there. Emma then entered an outdoor door going to the basement, and Bobby followed her, but she used the car as a distraction by turning on the alarm. Emma went into the house, said her final goodbyes to Tom, and went into the attic. She then managed to come up with something to lure Bobby into the attic, which he fell for and crashed through the floor, knocking him out. Emma grabbed the key from Bobby and ran to the car before Jimmy could even catch her. She then locks Jimmy in a nearby room. She attempted to escape in Tom's car, but Bobby caught her in time and pulled her out of the car. Emma managed to dial 911 on Tom's phone before she was kicked in the face and knocked unconscious. She later woke up in the bedroom, once again cuffed to Mark's body. Bobby then told Emma that the safe's code is the day Mark proposed to her. Bobby threatened to torture her if she refused to cooperate. Jimmy objected and pointed Mark's gun at Bobby. Emma agreed to reveal the code in exchange for being freed first. They then got the code from Emma after she was released from her handcuffs. Bobby opened the safe only to discover a hacksaw with a clue on it that suggests the diamonds are inside Emma's necklace, which has no latch and is therefore impossible to take off. Bobby realizes that the only way to get the necklace back is to behead Emma. Jimmy then tried to wrestle the saw from Bobby, but he unintentionally got impaled on a coat hook, killing him. Bobby then attacked Emma and stabbed her in the leg. She managed to fight him off and cuff Bobby to Mark's body. Emma then made her way back to the SUV as Bobby ran after her, dragging Mark along. Before hitting the boat shed, she runs over Bobby with the vehicle. Emma got out of the car and fought Bobby on the frozen lake. Bobby was stabbed by Emma and fell into the frozen lake when the ice cracked beneath him. Bobby then grabbed Emma and pulled her in, but she managed to stab him in the eye. Emma then swam to the top of the water as Bobby was dragged down by Mark's body. The movie concludes with Emma removing her ring and letting it fall into the lake.